All right, everybody. Hey, happy Tuesday. Happy Taco Tuesday. I love to theme my days. That just helps me get through the day even more. So it's Jen from Two Moms in a Wine Truck. So I am really super excited about today because we're talking with my friend Danielle. Known Danielle since 2000. Well, you did my baby expos 2008, 2009.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah, yeah,
been a couple days,
yeah.
and she's the owner of Elle Designs. And so what we're going to talk about today is an awesome, amazing topic: finding your space, hiding spots. Oh my gosh, and making them cozy for you. So, Danielle, tell the audience about who you are and what you do.
So I own Elle Designs, which is an interior design company here in Indianapolis. And we have been here since just about 2008,
Yep.
doing residential and commercial design work, loving both. And nowadays, with us being quarantined, we are finding ourselves hiding within our houses. I'm actually coming to you from my closet, but really creating a space that's your own. Whether you're a mom or not a mom, you need a place to kind of decompress. With
Yes.
everything that's going on right now, everybody needs their own space.
Agree.
And whether that can be in a closet, in a room, somewhere where you can just kind of have your own indulgences,
Uh-huh.
choose. I have my favorite candy stocked in here. I like to come in here and read magazines. I have a TV in here. So I really do kind of hide in here. Like my kids, I have 4 of them and I love them dearly, but by 8 o'clock at night, we're drinking a
You're
little.
done. You are done. You want your mommy's
Done.
secret spot. I
Yes,
love that. I love
yes,
that. So you're actually in, so you've got some stuff in there too. You've got, it looks like a chair and a pillow, and I think earlier you were saying you have even chocolates in there too.
I do. I have my favorite Lindor and I have some Frango mints. Uh, and yeah, and I really, this space, because it truly is in my home, my only space besides my office where I work. I
Hmm.
have a lot of mementos in here that I I like to look at. I'm probably the only one that would really value them. Like the pillow on this chair was made out of my grandmother's wedding gown.
Aw.
Just personal pictures, stuff from my wedding, little things the kids have made, just stuff that I would appreciate. And anybody can space that they want to make their own. Make it personal. I always tell clients, you can go and buy a piece of artwork, but if you have a photo you can enlarge to hang on the wall up someplace you've traveled, blow it up, put it up. It's going to mean
Yeah.
a lot more to you, walking into that space. In this day that we're in, a lot of folks have been organizing
Oh,
and
yes.
cleaning and getting rid of, doing all this stuff. Yeah, doing all this stuff you don't have time for in a
Yes.
regular given day. And so, in my closet, I do have some organizational things, such as for shoes, and the cabinets. But an easy thing to do if you don't want to invest money in wooden hangers, which are awesome. I mean, I have plastic hangers, but they're all the same color. So it looks uniform and
Yeah.
not quite so chaotic. In other parts of this closet, the clothes are organized by color, which a little bit of that is the designer in me. But,
I do the same thing though. I do the same thing.
yeah, I
I
mean,
do short sleeve blue shirts, long sleeve blue shirts, and then I
yeah,
just keep going through. Yes,
see,
absolutely.
yeah,
Hmm.
I think it just, for me, when stuff is organized, it's kind of
Yeah.
like a sense of relief.
Yeah.
I don't know. Some people it doesn't bother, but for me,
Right.
definitely.
Well, and also that's the OCD type A in me. It has to be symmetrical. It has to be
Thank
organized, or
you.
it's chaos in
Ooh,
my world. And I'm
love
like,
that.
oh,
I know.
just it keeps me calm.
Thank you. In the chaos, that we need a sense of calm, right?
Absolutely, that is for sure. So tips and tricks. I like what you're saying there. Get something that's personal, make it your own, and maybe even put a lock on the door. Maybe.
Yes. So like I have 2 locks to get to this space. And the kids really don't know how to get through them. I'm sure they could figure it out. But yeah, some way that you can just, if the kids are up and running around, if you need a minute, somewhere you
Yes.
can just go run and hide,
Yes.
to take a breath, because it's a lot, whether you have kids, no kids, 4 kids, 1 kid. I mean, everybody is juggling a ton right now. And
Right.
especially working from home. I mean, you like me, I mean, we work from home. So I will say in some regard, this hasn't been really, really challenging, except for the noise level in my house. Because I usually have always had a kiddo, at home, but the noise level with all four of them. I mean, I do come in here, clients, if you're watching, you're probably getting a phone call from in my closet.
That
Uh,
is awesome.
it's
No, it
a
is
fight.
true. It is true. But what if, like, let's say somebody like lives in an apartment or a condo or doesn't
Yeah.
have a closet, what could you suggest for them?
So even just a sitting area, like if they've got a small space in a bedroom that they could put a chair with an ottoman
Hmm.
or a chaise lounge, just I feel like if you don't have an actual space to say, hey, this is where I relax at the end of the day,
Yep.
this is where I can read a book. That's not your living room couch. That's not your bed. But just somewhere, it doesn't have to be big. I mean, it could even be a recliner that looks like
Yep.
a chair. And when you go there, that's where I relax.
Yep.
There's always the bathtub. People love, I know, to take baths and light candles and the aromatherapy. And some people, that does it for them. And most places now do have a bathtub. So, I mean, that's kind of a guarantee you could, if you like that.
Yeah.
But, outside of getting out to get a walk and get fresh air, I know that does me a world of good too. But just find that one little space that you can say, this is mine, kids, you cannot be in here.
No, it is so true because, like, a lot of people have not worked from home, and so they've set up their dining room, or maybe they converted a
Yep,
bedroom into an office or something, and they're there all day long. And you got
that's
to get
right.
up and you got to move and you got to walk. And at the end of the day, it's kind of like they don't have that drive anymore from leaving the office to their house. That's
That's
usually the
right.
decompressing time. So maybe you create some space, like you just said, for you to go in and decompress after work,
Yep.
get relaxed, and then be able to face your family or whomever, your animals
Yeah.
or whatever. And then you can also then maybe, if it's especially on weekends, oh Lord,
Yeah.
I'm just like, ah, I
Yeah.
love my
Yeah.
family, but by the weekend I'm like, I just need, even if I'm just taking a walk around the block or just go sit in my closet myself, I need 10,
Yep.
15 minutes just to recharge. That is so important.
Exactly.
Hmm.
Yes, you have to. You're better to your family. You're a better mom, a better wife. I just feel like if you can just get that, kind of take a deep breath, get a few minutes, everybody I think benefits from it for sure.
Absolutely. So since you are do all these design stuff like that, so
Yeah.
do you, I
Yeah.
know, I know organization's been a huge topic. So what are a
Oh
couple
yeah.
things that you could suggest for people? Because
Yes.
we're still,
Yes. I'm
we're
gonna
still,
switch around here.
we're still quarantined. So we've got
Yeah.
plenty of time to get some stuff done.
Yeah, so some easy things. I mean, I know a lot of folks are cleaning closets, organizing, maybe your pantry or vanities, that kind of thing.
Hmm.
Definitely, I recommend containers, baskets, boxes of some sort. Start there and start
Okay.
organizing the stuff you're going to put then into that
Yep.
space. Labeling. So when
Oh
folks
yeah.
that maybe don't go into those spaces every day, like the little children that can read, they can put the stuff back where it needs to go. Because OCD, I cannot, it drives me crazy.
I know. That's
I
for sure.
mean, so definitely, and you know what, that's something, since retail places are closed, and you can get so many different things online now,
Hmm.
but you can order inexpensive, whether they're Rubbermaid or basket, whatever you like, to organize your space. When you're talking about a vanity closet, you may have medications, you may have towels, you may have band-aids, that kind of stuff.
Right.
Get that stuff organized. Oftentimes, apartments and condos, from living in them, I know, come with the wire shelving,
Yeah.
and it is not functional to put little bottles, and they all
No.
fall. So
Correct.
get yourself some baskets, get some containers. It will make your life a lot easier
That is
for sure.
fantastic. Now, are you still working with clients right now during this? How are you handling? Are you doing consultants via Zoom like this and then on the phone?
Yes, a little bit of both. So I had, thankfully, some projects that were getting ready to go. So a few things have been put on hold, which in some regards, they were kitchens. And I would have felt terrible if we would have gutted them and these
Oh
folks would have
gosh.
been without.
Can you
So
imagine?
blessing, yeah, blessing in disguise. We pump the brakes with it. And so they're on hold. But then I have a couple other projects that, yes, I am keeping going, because there's a lot of stuff in the design world that we don't have to be on site to do,
Sure.
especially when it comes to making selections and corresponding with ideas and that kind of thing. So technology is great in that regard. But actually getting out there and swinging hammers, and that we've kind of hit the brakes on a little bit,
Yeah,
but we'll get back to it as
that
soon
makes
as things
sense.
pick back up, you know, and it's safe.
Yes,
Um,
absolutely. So for our audience who may not be familiar with what you do, what's your
yeah.
sweet spot? What type of client are you looking
Ooh,
for?
oh gosh, I love so many different ones. I love both. You know, I mentioned I do residential and commercial.
Hmm.
I have a graphic design background, so I love commercial work when I can develop logo, menu, a brand identity.
Okay.
Um, for a restaurant is always fun. But I think the thing just in design in general is designing it on paper and creating renderings, and you know, you see all of this but then seeing it come to life.
Yeah.
And I do that whether it's a residential, you know, big project, small project, it doesn't matter. But I love a client that's open to ideas. That's always very helpful. Um, and you know, just they'll follow along the design and trust the process to
Yes.
get to the end. Um,
Yes.
sometimes people are a little apprehensive, like they'll watch these TV shows and
Oh,
they walk, you know, people walk in and these rooms are like,
right.
and it is not reality. I
Yeah,
mean,
it's not reality. They had like 50 people doing that, you know.
yeah,
That's the
like
thing.
yes, yes, that is not reality. But no, I just love to design. I mean, I've been doing it, gosh, 18, 19 years.
Yeah.
Um, and I still love it like it was the first day. So
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, Danielle, you've given us so much. You've given us tips on finding a secret retreat, hiding place.
yeah,
You've given us organization stuff, talked about what you do. I really appreciate you being on and sharing
oh,
everything
my
with our
pleasure.
audience, and it's been fun. I will drop all the links down here to before when tonight when this appears here. So, but in the meantime, you guys have a great evening over there. And two
Cheers.
moms from Wine Truck signing off.
Yes.
Thanks everybody for paying attention and being on today with us.
Yeah.
And be smart, stay safe, and be positive. We appreciate everybody. Thank you,
Sounds
everybody.
great. Thank you. Cheers.
Thanks. Cheers.